What's going on, guys? I'm standing here with my favorite person on the planet, Mr. Jeff Little. Just wanted to do a walkthrough with this rig and show off some of these cool Boonedox products that are going to be coming out in the near future.
So one of the biggest challenges we have is as anglers that like to go to really great fisheries that aren't close to home is the cost of lodging, but also having your gear secure. And that's a lot of what we're working in new product development with Boonedox to solve those problems. One of the first ones, and I actually don't have my gear in this one, I got all my sales samples, but what you're seeing here, we actually have a set of them. There's one on either side. This is the gearbox. So you got two gas struts, you got a shelf in here. There's some track at the back where you can adjust the shelf around a little bit, but it's basically a whole lot of storage for the kind of stuff like your PFD, your tackle. I put my torpedo motor in there, the battery, but stuff that maybe you don't want up in the cab stinking up, stuff that gets wet and stinky, but you also don't want it laying in the bed of your truck where it can get stolen. So
and this is completely customizable, right? You can customize it depending on what you need. You could throw a pegboard in there and hang your extra baits or your extra plastics, or your favorite crankbait, and just keep everything organized, but most importantly secure and locked up.
I did get at the show, talked with the guys at Naqua, and I got a light bar that they gave me to do a rigging video. So I'll do a rigging video on the Naqua light bar, and that's going to go up in there and just light up this whole area.
Yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the Little Stuff YouTube channel. That way you can catch that video and all the other invaluable information that Jeff Little has.
Let's walk around here. We're going to look at one of two options for storing your rods. They're both metal 8-foot rod containers. This one's the tube, and basically it's lockable. I got about 6 rods in there. I have put 7. It comes in it comes in 2 sections, so it's not like crazy expensive to ship. And once you get over 8 feet, shipping on things is like you almost pay more for the shipping than you do the product. But being able to lock your gear and really get your rods out of the front seat is important. The second version of this is actually called the Rod Pro, and it's a door about that big, and you can get 16. I've done 8 in one side and a door on the other with another 8.
And that fits what, 8-foot rods?
Yeah, you can do up to 8 foot. I think we are going to do an extension where you put the 2 halves together, and maybe we put a 18-inch extension. We'll see. But
because I know a lot of the charter guys on Lake Erie that are not at a marina and that are commuting. A lot of those guys are running 9-10 foot sticks, and that would be a really good option for them.
Absolutely. I'm going to undo this Innovative Sportsman inflatable just to show you what's sort of underneath here. It's basically a rack system that you'll have bunks for storing your kayak. All right, let's go ahead and get the landing gear down. What I'm going to do is pull down my Innovative Sportsman inflatable so we can kind of see what's underneath there. I want you to notice that this is sliding very easily. If you look at the wheels underneath there, that's part of a system that we're building that's going to be very modular in nature. So these are the groovy rollers. So it's just wheels that go on the end of this extrusion. And these are some of the longer extrusions that you'll be able to purchase and kind of use the cross link here to make your own setup. Whether you're putting a rooftop tent on the extrusion or hanging the rod tube, or in the case of these, the kayak bunk here, with this is a cross link, and I'm going to pull this out and you can kind of see the construction there. So basically we're giving you the tools to kind of like erect or set your own setup with whatever it is that you need, whether you want the gearboxes and rod tube and rooftop tent, or if you want to set up all this stuff on a trailer, if you're a trailer guy and you want to have gearboxes and whatever other accessories that really, you can put track mounted accessories. Like I did, this is a Yak Attack accessory I did for the strap to to get the kayak on there. So modular systems, something that, you know, you get to create whatever it is that you can dream up with this extrusion and these linkage parts. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it's I think it's something that's going to work for a lot of people, to not necessarily buy an entire trailer all at once with everything on it, but to like work on it a little bit at a time, or the same thing with an overlanding rack.
Right.
So I've actually been camping out of this. This is a James Baroud rooftop tent. This one's called the Grand Raid, and it just takes a few minutes to set up here, and it's kind of loaded. You know, it's got the arms to just let it kick up real quick. I got 2 more hinges here on the front. Looks like Chuck's gonna get the other one. I'll go ahead and close.
There we go.
Yep, pinch that and then lift that lever down. Yep, you got it. Now kick this part up, and then it's gonna go. So this has been my how I've been sleeping a good bit on the road. Really keeping that lodging cost at a fixed amount, using Harvest Host or wildlife management areas, or even in the parking lot of a Lowe's hardware store where you can do that stuff. So basically, we bring out the, and I'm not going to set up the whole thing, but there's a ladder that sets up these arms that kind of kick out that really make it strong enough that you can, you know, withstand quite a bit of weather and wind. And then we can bring this down, and I think I've done it in under 3 minutes. So breaking camp is quick.
Wow.
So, but yeah, that's some of the new stuff we've been developing, and I'll definitely have a lot of these product features videos on Boonedox USA YouTube channel, and then my YouTube channel, which is the little stuff.
And before we leave, what about that cooler back there?
So this is a product that we've had. It is specific to the Yeti 65. It's called the Cool Lock, and it basically goes into the trailer hitch. I have an extension there, but it basically creates a place for your Yeti 65 to sit. This one also has the cooler tug, which are the wheels that you're able to roll it out onto the beach or wherever you're at. And then we got the quad rod. So you got your rod holders here. Pretty convenient, simple way to roll your beverages and food and rods and whatever else you need to wherever you're traveling on foot. So that's a product, or 3 different products that are Yeti specific that we've had for some time that fit well with this whole, you know, truck camping deal, or boondocking is kind of the old school way of saying, you know, overlanding or truck camping is boondocking.
Right.
So
awesome.
All right.
I love following along and seeing all the adventures and seeing you work through this stuff, because I mean the boondocking thing's kind of fairly new.
Right.
And you know, it's really cool because it shows people that you don't have to have a lot of money to chase your dream and to do what you want to do.
For sure.
You just get a setup like this, you do it as cheap as possible, you know, and you go out there and you take control of your life and live the best one.
Cool.
So keep up the great work, Jeff.
Yep.
It's always a pleasure, brother.
Thanks for watching. See you.
Thanks, guys. See you on the water.